What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about it. In this video, I want to give everyone an update to this wild $60,000 court order that I was ordered to pay, and how this lawyer, John David Ekping-Young, and his unhinged client, an ex-girlfriend, refused to accept any payment plans from me, refused to accept any money. They haven't given me any instructions how to pay, where to pay, when to pay, nothing. In fact, this piece of shit lawyer ran to the Kitchener Courthouse 72 days after this court order, told the courts I refused to make payment, and started a garnishment application. For those of you out there that don't know about a garnishment application, it is the last resort that should be applied when trying to recover money. This lawyer has not made any simple, basic steps, reaching out to me, giving me instructions to pay, nothing. There was one time he said he'll send me a, what do you call that? A bank draft or something. I'm like, who the fuck does that? Like, tell me the email. Let me start paying this court order down, because this is just fucking bullshit, and this is abuse. That these two are getting away with it, and that these judges allowed them to do this. I recently reached out to this lawyer and tried to make payments. I offered $5,000 and if they could unfreeze my bank accounts. They rejected that offer, like they've rejected every other offer. And I will share those emails again, like I did in previous videos. But in this video, I'll share this new email they sent May 1st. It's crazy too. I disputed this garnishment. And who do I get in front of? Was that Justice Martha Ann Tweedy, who blocked out nearly 2 pages of transcripts because I'm calling her out that she's covering up a major misconduct, and this broken Canadian Judicial Council refuses to investigate. The Minister of Justice refuses to schedule a phone call with me so I can talk to him. He's sending these correspondents from the Attorney General to get back to me. And I think it's in the public's best interest, and I think it's in the Minister of Justice's best interest that he knows about this stuff that's going on. About these judges blocking out transcripts, deleting and altering endorsements. Is that not considered forgery? Or what about this trial judge who made these statements of, I called the applicant, I emailed her, I was not a tenant, and I breached my temporary restraining order. None of those things happened, and there was no evidence to support this. And you want to talk about slander and defamation? That is definitely that. The public's going to go up on this Canley website, read these endorsements, and they're going to read all these things that a credible judge said that isn't true. No, it's not right. You want to rob me? This judge, Justice Michael Gibson, orders me to pay $60,000 in court costs that was never paid, hours never worked, money never exchanged hands. You want to rob me? Okay, at least let me make payments. All this court did was give this lawyer and his client a piece of paper to abuse me and to harass me. And they sit here and they gaslight and they play these games of, Mr. Dobson refuses to make payment. They won't let me make any fucking payments. What am I supposed to do? Seriously, what am I supposed to do? I'm starting to get fed up making these videos, dealing with this fucking bullshit, and none of these main media companies has the balls to even talk about this story. I am dealing with Canada's most corrupted family court case in Canadian history, and you got these media companies, CBC, CTV, Global News, Toronto Sun, Toronto Star, 20 journalists. You don't want to talk about this? You guys are a bunch of cowards. Because this is what the Canadians want to hear about. This corruption that I'm dealing with. This court corruption. This police brutality that I'm dealing with. And none of them want to talk about it. But there's 2 people out there that was willing to put their neck out in the line. You know who that was? Aurelia Matters. They wrote that news article about the police brutality case. And then you got Canada Cop Watch. The only 2 people that were willing to help me and to get my story out there, and that's pertaining to this police brutality case. And this fuckhead lawyer is trying to ruin my lawsuits, and basically he's playing these games. Put all this stuff aside. I just want to make payments. This lawyer won't let me, and I'm going to share these emails again about this. And you know what? The public's going to hear about this. Just let me make payments. you know what? We got to expose this lawyer. The public needs to know about this. The Law Society is useless. Ari Cashin over there handling this complaint with this lawyer, 3 fucking years, sitting on that complaint, protecting this lawyer, who's probably in like a dozen violations with those code of ethics. It's a joke. What I'm dealing with is a fucking disaster. And it's a disgrace to our legal system. This is what the courts are doing to people. This is what the Law Society is allowing lawyers to do to people. I've brought this up to everybody, and no one wants to do anything. So, yeah, you know, I just want to make payments. This lawyer won't let me. His unhinged client, an ex-girlfriend, won't accept payments. Like, what do you do? What do you do? What would you guys do? You know, I hear people out there saying, fuck it, kick in the door. Who gives a fuck? I don't want to be sitting in jail. I don't want to go to the pen because of these 2 fucking assholes. You know, that's what it is. They're not worth it, but they're pushing me. And I can see why men out there are losing their shit. I can see why men's mental health is so bad and the suicide rate is so bad. It's because of bullshit scenarios like this. It's because of judges making decisions like this, allowing lawyers and individuals to get away with abusing people. It's happened to me. This is a perfect recipe for a disaster. And you know what? I'm not going to give into that bullshit. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep making these videos. I'm going to share these events about my life. And this lawyer can continue to try to put a muzzle on me because that's what he's trying to do, because he's a little fucking scaredy cat. He wants to submit all these fraudulent documents, commit all this perjury, and he's running to Kitchener from Toronto to try to get a judge to get me to stop talking about him. Fuck that. You're a piece of shit. You won't accept any payment plans, and I'm going to expose you. I'm going to expose the truth. And that's where I'm at. I'm getting fed up. And I'm just going to be rifling off these videos and sharing with the public about this stuff, because enough is enough. You know, I've been calm and patient for too long, and nobody seems to want to do anything. The police have been useless. The courts have been useless. The Canadian Judicial Council has been useless. The Law Society has been useless. And the Minister of Justice refuses to talk to me. So what would you guys do in this situation? I'm making this video to kind of reach out to the public, reach out to everyone that I'm so fortunate that subscribed to this channel. And I want to know, what would you guys do? Leave your opinion in the comments, because I'm running out of options here. You know, so I'm going to be sharing the emails, and I'm trying to keep this video short, so I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you guys for watching. This has been another video by Let's Talk About It, and I've been ordered to pay $60,000. The lawyer and his unhinged client refused to accept any payment plan and unfreeze my bank accounts. So what would you guys do in this situation? Let me know.